Hey guys, it's 21 Maxwell here, and welcome to the final Smackdown Live pay-per-view before WrestleMania this year. We're going to have a 6-week build from the Smackdown side of things, with Raw's pay-per-view happening next week on that final opportunity to get your ticket to WrestleMania. So looking forward to that, but as a big show tonight, a lot of hints towards the WrestleMania card in this episode. A few matches that will kind of hint towards that, and a few angles as well, which give you an indication of where we're going to go. So we're going to jump straight into it because it has 22 segments. We're down under, we're in Australia. I just felt like it was the best place to get the most money in terms of ticket sales. So hopefully that little lack in pop we may have there may not affect us too much. But let's crack on. It is WWE No Way Out on the Smackdown Live brand. Enjoy. So 40,923, that's a good start. We start off with our hype video, pyrotechnics, etc. Hyping up our main event, a last chance to get to the main event. It's a fatal 4-way match between The Miz, Shane Strickland, Seth Rollins, and the World Heavyweight Champion, Dean Ambrose. So Ambrose is going to put his title on the line against 3 other guys. A B+87 to get the show off to a strong start. They got the crowd hotter, both storylines advancing. Of course, we'll end that one between Miz and Strickland. Just been such a small gap between events, I just felt like let's prolong it as long as possible. Opening contest was about they had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd that saw Tonga Uso and the Usos defeat Big E and the New Day in 13:49 when Jimmy Uso defeated Big E by pinfall with the Samoan Wrecking Ball. It was the first defence of the Trios Championships for Tonga Uso and the Usos. So B81, a lot of good performances there. Xavier Woods with the worst one, but overall these factions have been at it. It's going to be even more stacked in this division shortly. Got the crowd hotter, so I can only be thankful for that. A couple of good skill improvements as well. A couple of low morales, poor gimmicks, but overall a pretty good performance to open the show. And after this, Big E and the New Day are heading to the back when they are attacked by not just Jinder Mahal, but also Samir and Sunil Singh, the Singh brothers, and they beat them down until the security try and break it up, and it's just an all-out brawl to the back. Both the Bollywood boys were wanting to be called up to the main roster, so I thought, you know what, don't really have WrestleMania plans for Jinder, let's put them all together. Jinder has his lackeys, and that was a C60 rating just because obviously the lack of overness with the Singh brothers and for some of the New Day members, but overall should lead to hopefully a very good match at WrestleMania. Mahal comes out of it looking excellent, Sunil underperformed. Negatives, few in there. Next up, we've got backstage. It is AJ Styles and Fergal Devitt. There's been a last-minute match put together for a tag match. It's going to be AJ and Fergal against Kenny Omega and Roman Reigns, just to get Roman on the card. So the former Bullet Club leaders have decided, they're going to work together. They're going to show Omega who the true leaders of the Bullet Club were, and Roman Reigns has no business being a part of this. So A-Star 100, what a good positives there. Brodus helping Devitt. And yeah, pleasing before that match happens later tonight. Next up, we've got a little couple of filler matches because it's such an angle viewed pay-per-view with so many angles that I had to kind of make the ratio a bit better. So a couple of matches that were scheduled with pre-show are on the main roster. So a decent matchup saw Becky Lynch defeat Taya Valkyrie in 9:39 with Hard Knocks. A simple match to give Becky some momentum with a better performance with 73. B-74 overall for both workers. A couple of negatives, but good win for Becky Lynch going forward. Again, pushing forward our women's division on SmackDown Live. It was about they had decent wrestling, but not much heat. It was a team of Kaylee Ray and Nikki Cross defeating Billie Kay and Carmella in 7:49 when Nikki defeated Carmella with a perfect storm. Tried to push both the Scottish ladies here, but a good C+70. A couple of good performances in there. Disappointingly though, a dislocated shoulder for Billie Kay is going to put her out at WrestleMania. So we've had a lot of injuries in the last couple of months. A lot of them have been short term, but that's a dislocated shoulder for Billie Kay. We had Rhett Titus break his leg. Sami Zayn's in a short term injury, should be back. Reigns was out with an injury. I'm trying to think who else. Kota Ibushi was out with one, so a lot of guys are being taken out. And it is at this time of year you're wondering, please don't be out for too long. Paige as well had a bit of an injury, but good win for the female wrestlers from Scotland, and hopefully a good push for them going forward. And it's just Jimmy Jacobs confirming the injury. Next up was that tag match. It was exceptional, and it saw Kenny Omega and Roman Reigns defeat AJ Styles and Fergal Devitt in 14:36. When Reigns defeated AJ with a botched interference from Fergal Devitt, so obviously he's went to hit Roman Reigns, but he's accidentally clocked AJ Styles, resulting in a win for Roman. A B80, great performances all round. 95 for Roman, 78 for Omega, 100 for Fergal, and 86 for AJ because of the excellent chemistry. You're wondering how does this not get a B80? No associated storyline, as I say, it was thrown together at the last minute. It was going to build towards something towards WrestleMania, so that's why it was as low as it was in the card. But yeah, good matchup nonetheless, and I'm pleased with that. Good to know that Fergal, despite not wrestling for a while, before we re-signed him, can crack out 100 performances. Next up, Roman Reigns is still in the ring. He says, "This was all cool, I got my victory, but I really want Drew McIntyre. He tried to take me out of WrestleMania. He injured me and cost me a spot in the Royal Rumble. So I want to take what's truly his, which is the Intercontinental Championship." And Drew says, "Well, I beat you once, kicked your ass. I'm not fearing no one. I'll quite happily take you on at WrestleMania." So this is confirmed. Intercontinental Championship on the line. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. A-star 100. Both guys done great with improvisation. Storyline advances, gains a bit of heat, just Undertaker. Pretty weak at commentary, but overall, should be a big match that we're looking forward to at WrestleMania. What's your thoughts on that, guys? Let me know. Next up was just a short matchup. It was the storytelling match. It was an extremely short match that saw Randy Orton defeat Marufuji in 54 seconds with a running punt to the head. It really should have just been an RKO, just to stem the fact of how good the RKO is. C59, Randy hitting that face turn, but an 86 performance just shows how dominant he is. At least Marufuji lasted a little bit longer than Rusev did at SummerSlam. Let's not talk about that. But anyway, after it, Orton's in the ring. He says he's fed up of not being in the title hunt. And he says he's making an open challenge at WrestleMania. He's going to take on anybody and just show why he is still one of the best wrestlers in the world. And again, putting himself back in a push for a title shot in 2020. So a B+88, Orton looked good, continuing the gradual face turn. We have a promo from Sami Zayn backstage. He's just basically indicating he's 2 weeks away from being cleared, so he'll be back in March, and it will be about looking to get a program for WrestleMania, but he definitely is gutted to missing tonight, but it's just really giving us an injury report to say he'll be back very soon. A92 is a good promo. A lot of guys are very good with our segments. We then have a Cruiserweight Championship match, and it was a decent matchup that saw Gran Metalik defeat Manny Andrade in 13:58 with a springboard Dragon Rana, following a botched interference from Lana. Paired Lana up with Manny Andrade, making him a ladies' man effectively. Gran Metalik makes the 6th defence of the Cruiserweight Championship. Disappointing B76, Metalik with a 68, Andrade with a 73, both guys improving performance skills. Yeah, just didn't click, which is a shame. Next up, backstage, Baron Corbin and Randy Orton have bumped into each other backstage, and it's a case of Corbin's kind of shouldered them, dug his shoulder in. Orton then, they come to blows. It takes security to really break them up before they can actually properly hurt each other. So on A90 here, I think you know where we're going with it. The performance of Corbin was fantastic. Orton looked good. Orton looked to turn face. I think we know where this feud is going to go. But looking forward to hopefully giving these guys a good bit of action, since they've not really had a lot in recent weeks. So we won't turn Orton just yet, but we'll build up, as I say, as only 7 segments so far. Next up, Kellyanne English cuts a promo with her match against Charlotte. She says she wants to prove she's the most dominant female in SmackDown Live. She feels Charlotte's got lucky and started overlooking her by calling out Dana Brooke in previous weeks, so she's going to show that she's the best wrestler in SmackDown Live. And then she'll take on Dana Brooke, or the Raw Champion, whoever that may be, at WrestleMania. Storyline gains heat, and A-Star 100 promo was fantastic. The match itself was pretty solid. It was a B82, and it was about that had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd that saw Charlotte defeat Mia Yim and Kellyanne English in 1931 when Charlotte defeated Mia Yim by pinfall. She made the first defence of the SmackDown's Women's title. She carried the match. It would have been a one-on-one, but they've fought each other like 4 times before, so I couldn't put it in again. But put it this way, Charlotte got an 89 in-ring performance. That's her offered game. So we could probably get 90 rated performances with Charlotte. But a couple of good performances elsewise, compared to where the women's division's previously been. Storyline lost a bit of heat. Negatives, just low experience and inconsistencies. Overall, a B82 is still good, the women's division. And afterwards, Charlotte then hypes up a potential future match with Dana Brooke. She says she's the SmackDown's Women's Championship holder. She's laying it on the line. Champion versus champion. Dana Brooke, if you're still champion, come WrestleMania. Let's do it. So A93, Charlotte with a fantastic promo there. Next up, we have I think it was our co-main event, and it was DIY hyping the co-main against the Masters of Wrestling. B81, Gargano hitting that face turn, and the storyline advancing. Basically, here, Gargano and Ciampa finally got the run with the tag titles, but losing it at the Royal Rumble to the Masters of Wrestling, Hero and Cesaro. They get their chance to fight again, with the Young Bucks included, because again, this match had been done several times before, and to avoid it flopping. Let's just add the Young Bucks to make it spectacular. So hoping for a good rating here. Storyline continues. How will our co-main event do? Let's find out. A90, fantastic. That's just what we were looking for. It was about, they had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, and it saw the Masters of Wrestling defeat the Young Bucks and DIY in 24-11. The Young Bucks were eliminated first, then it was the DIY team. The Masters of Wrestling make their second title defense. So A90, great rating there. Johnny Gargano still hitting his face turn. An 83 for Cesaro, 82 Hero, 83 for Matt Jackson, 76 for Nick, and 85 for Gargano, and a 79 for Tommaso Ciampa. Negatives, a couple of guys with poor gimmicks. Cesaro and Hero's declining physical ability, which is why they're together, and the low experience of the announced team. Unfortunately, after the match, Tommaso Ciampa attacks Johnny Gargano, beats him up and leaves him down and out. I was expecting this to try and maybe get into the 80s, into the high 90s because of how over they were getting. Disappointed as a B82, but just like real life, we are changing Johnny Gargano to a babyface. Turn went pretty well. I think you know where we're going. Gargano Ciampa WrestleMania. That's the plan, but yeah, built up for a good bit there, so hoping this feud can escalate both guys, or elevate I should say, to the main event, hopefully. All with some new stars. Miz then hits a promo for his match with Shane Strickland and of course Seth and Ambrose. Just basically saying he's fed up of being overlooked, just let him win the championship and he'll take the title belt all around Hollywood. So nice and simple there, B+87. Oh my word, that match actually delivered far better than I thought it would. Holy shit. It was an exceptional matchup that saw Dean Ambrose defeat Shane Strickland, Seth Rollins and The Miz in 25-50 when Dean Ambrose defeated Shane Strickland by pinfall with a headlock driver. Ambrose makes his second WWE World Heavyweight title defence. Strickland is a weak link here, but a phenomenal A-star 99. It was a last minute decision to add both Strickland and Miz. Quite justified in doing that. So great performances from Ambrose, Rollins and Miz all in the 90s. Strickland with 76. Both storylines do gain heat, but overall, fantastic. That maybe even would have got 100 if it wasn't for the low experience of the announced team. So yeah, I'm absolutely delighted at that. You've got to phase in Michael Cole's partnership with McGuinness and Undertaker, so there's always going to be, a lot of guys getting low ratings. We do need, as I say, an announced team to carry us into the future when Michael Cole retires, and as I say, when JBL retires, because Corey Graves will be out for ages. So yeah, delighted with that, and Ambrose celebrates in the ring to an A89. So he remains champion going into WrestleMania. So who will he face? That's the big question. Show ends, A-star 96, that's my best pay-per-view rating in a really, really long time, I believe. I think you've got to go with Shane Strickland, The Miz, I'm going to go with Dean Ambrose. Praise for great performances, but all four main eventers deserved it, but overall. Again, the couple of week segments there was just your introduction of the Singh brothers, and the matches that would have been considered for the pre-show, and of course just Randy Orton's quick match, putting him over against Marufuji, so happy with that. Got a week's build now towards the Raw pay-per-view. I believe it is Elimination Chamber. I will double check that, but As I say, absolute success, that's good to see. Against all odds, done okay with Yoshitatsu as the main man, while Parker's retiring, cool. Billie Kay is going to be out for 2 days, so she'll be back for WrestleMania, although she'll probably just be in a women's battle royal. Taylor Hendricks' development contract's expiring, so I'll basically have to call her up to the main roster, give her a new deal and put her back down to work in Lucha Underground to gain some overness. 41.40 TV rating on the network, which is good. And Becky Lynch really does like Kaylee Ray, so that's good to see. So I say, Taylor Hendricks has improved a good bit, so we will be giving her a better deal, as you say there. She's not interested in a development deal, so 2-year written contract. We'll put her down to Lucha Underground to get her pop-up from a 40. But very happy with that. I think the only negative I can take is the fact that these are still 70, 70, and 67 and 68. We just can't seem to get them over the line. Yeah, it's international, but overall I'm pretty happy. So popular in Japan. Things are looking good for the company. Massive amount of money. As I say, that's probably our best show rating since the turn of the year. I think if we just go here, top 100, top events, looking for No Way Out. 6th best show we've done in the save, so absolutely fantastic there. We've actually had quite a good few shows in the last year, with Fastlane and a Raw and the Bash from last year, Grand Prix and the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, so we did seem to do quite well last year. That's the first one of 2020 to kind of join in any sort of way. In fact, it's the first one, I believe, since the Smackdown Live, which is down in 36, so quite a bit of improvement to do this year, but so far started well as we head in to WrestleMania season. So it will be Fastlane, so good to get rid of the Elimination Chamber, I couldn't remember there. So it is a Fastlane on the way to WrestleMania. We'll have a Raw pay-per-view. Still not 100% sure on the card as of yet. We'll probably have one match that's definitely guaranteed is going to be John Cena versus, not John Cena, Samoa Joe versus Daniel Bryan. The winner more than likely will face John Cena at WrestleMania for the championship. So, as always guys, cheers for watching. Let us know what you thought of the card, let me know what you thought of the show. Can we happy with some of the guys that went over, any WrestleMania card predictions and Fastlane as well. Let me know in the old comment section below. Of course, any other comments regarding your own series, wrestling in general, please don't hesitate to get involved in the conversation. Of course, likes and subscriptions are always deeply appreciated as well. And of course, if you want to get involved in the game, it's available on the Grey Dog Software Forum. You can get a link there to a demo, and a lot of guys on there have got great mods and other graphics that can enhance your game. And if you want to see some more written diaries or some YouTube diaries as well, check out the Fantasy Booker subreddit, as there are a lot of guys there with some cracking content. So as always guys, cheers for watching, and I'll see you next week for Fastlane to WrestleMania. Bye bye.